Hey everyone, H.E.L.M here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about Mog Gardens. What are Mog Gardens? Well, they're your own little private H.E.L.M. H.E.L.M. stands for Harvesting, Excavating, Logging, and Mining. H.E.L.M. So how do you get into a Mog Garden? Well, you talk to Dangwir, however you pronounce that name. It's got way too many vowels. It's probably Dangbert, and it's French or something, I don't know. You talk to him, he will send you to his Mog Garden, or your Mog Garden. That's one of the ways to get there. If you go into any, rent-a-room, any Mog house, and you've done the exit to anywhere quest, then you can just exit to your Mog house, or exit to your Mog house to your Mog Garden, right from there. So, this is your Mog Garden. First of all, we've got a crab bobble over here. He doesn't really do much. However, you can tell that there's a vent going on if he's got these pots on his back, and he's big. If he's a tiny crab, I mean, you'll know the difference when you see him. If he's a tiny crab, not much is going on. You select him, he'll just move right to where you are. So you can just drag him around. He's got about a 5 H.E.L.M. range. Oh, that was 6. Out here is some water. I believe you can fish in it. I haven't tried. I'm not a fisher. Not really a fisherman, as you can see there. What is it? Fishing 5? Yeah. I fish. So, once per day you'll have flotsam over here. And if you select it, you can just pick it up, and you'll get some stuff. You only really get one thing. However, when that guy's out, it can be up to 2. When you come in, you'll get stars on your GPS crystal. And you can use those stars to buy stuff. You buy the stuff with the green thumb Moogle. Most of the time it's but some of the higher tier stuff isn't too bad. So now we get to the real meat of the Mog Garden. Over here is the coastal fishing net. When you raise it up, you will get a whole bunch of stuff. And what you get is dependent upon the rank of the net. Now, I'll get into ranks a little bit later, but suffice it to say, everything except for the crab bobble and the flotsam are ranked. And I think they go up to rank 9 or 8. Something up there. So that's that. So that coastal fishing net will get you saltwater fish, right? Ocean fish. Over here in the middle, we have the pond dredger. And this will get you freshwater fish. Now, both of these you can trade something to. Oh, my inventory's full. You can trade something to them in order to get stuff, right? Get better stuff, get different stuff. It's like how you can fertilize your plants in a garden. There's specific things that you can trade to them to get stuff. Well, different stuff. So at this point, let's talk about the green thumb Moogle. What can he do? Well, he can buy and sell stuff, as you see here. And I'm not particularly caring, I just kind of want to empty this all out. Don't really need the fresh mugwort either. Whole bunch of stuff. I was busy. I had a raptor party. No, I don't know if I have that one yet. Okay, so if your inventory is always full, you can come back, get the rest of the stuff, including moat carps. You can also fish in that pond, and I believe get moat carps from it. So your green thumb Moogle, he'll let you look into your Mog house, right? This is still technically kind of part of your Mog house, kind of. He will buy and sell things, which is great, so you don't have to leave if your inventory fills up. You can check on your shining stars. But you see I've got 32, and you can exchange them for different things. 30 is the biggest category, which you can get some overalls, which I have no idea what they do, but they're there. I believe they actually help with what you get in your Mog Garden, but I'll just buy that crab collar key item. And then you can learn about it or leave the garden straight from him. You say leave the garden, it can be from where you came from, Western Outland or Eastern Outland. Which means if you're entering your Mog Garden from your Mog house in, say, Juneau, you can just leave to Outland. Which is great, because this is technically along the Outland shoreline. Okay, so this guy is what the crab bobble usually looks like, not the big guy. So, aside from the dredger, you've got garden furrows, and you'll have one to start with. And you can get more as you level up. And again, you can fertilize these with crystals, just like any other use an earth crystal, just like any other gardening. You just tend to get more with these than you do your actual gardening. And it seems to not be as, I don't know, stringent. Of course, over here you have a mineral vein. There's 2 of them. As it levels up, you start with 1, as it levels up you get more. Thankfully you don't need to actually trade a pickaxe or anything. You can just hit A, and bam, mine it. Super simple. And all of these are restored once per Earth Day. So Japanese midnight, it all gets restored. Except for the gardening. The gardening is kind of on its own timer. So, you know, do with that what you will. Yeah. Then over here, we can get logs from the trees, or harvest from the ground, and it kind of varies which one it'll let you do at the time. And you'll get logs and grains and whatnot over there. Finally, the Porter Moogle here is a Porter Moogle. So there's one that you can always get to. It's just right there. And this boat will let you leave. Go either where you came from or to either of those 2 zones, which it'll put you right outside the Mog house if you do. So, that's all there is to inside the Mog house, or inside the Mog Garden. Outside of the Mog Garden is where you go in order to rank things up. After you've used each bit of the Mog Garden, enough times, at least initially, and then they start giving you quests for them. But after you've used each bit of the Mog Garden enough times, then you can rank up your Mog Garden. In order to do that, before the quests, there's a NPC over here in Western Outland. There's another one somewhere else. I don't know where, but they use Gil. This NPC uses Failed. So here's the auction house. Just go west from the auction house towards the home point. Right here is Zenica. If you talk to Zenica, she's the one that sells books. Those books will rank up your Mog Garden. You can get all the way up to 4 using those books. All the way. So, that's all there is to Mog Gardens. You can also get some helpers to help out in there, and you can do a rearing thing in there. I'm not high enough to do that stuff yet, but those are more advanced topics in the Mog Garden. This is pretty much a beginner's what is it kind of overview. So don't get too mad that I haven't gone into everything in detail, right? Basic overview of Mog Gardens and how they work. So, thank you all for watching, and enjoy your time in your garden. And if you do that, I probably won't see you in Vanadil, because you'll be in your garden. See ya.